For the past 2 months, government officials have been working assiduously on the Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan for Saint Lucia, with a focus on stimulating all aspects of the economy. Government employed a three-phased approach to addressing the COVID-19 situation, which initially included managing the healthcare component. This involved an increase in the number of healthcare personnel and personal protective equipment, establishment of isolation and quarantine centers, not forgetting local testing capacity for COVID-19. Acting Permanent Secretary and Director of Finance Esther Rigobert stated that the Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan aims to bring about hope and instill confidence at the household and business level. The second phase of the plan focuses on bringing support to the most vulnerable and persons directly impacted by COVID-19, such as those in tourism, agriculture, and tourism sectors.
Many persons were directly impacted. They lost their income, their jobs, and there was a sense of fear and uncertainty looming over Saint Lucia. So the second phase would be to bring immediate support. And some of the measures announced in the Social Stabilization Plan covered areas such as income support, a feeding program, and ensuring persons who are out of work got that support to at least keep going. Under phase 3, the focus was on recovery and resilience. Recovery in terms of allowing persons who have either lost their jobs, source of income, or they need support to restart their business to get that support either from the government or private sector and financial institutions.
Over 30 agencies, including the Chamber of Commerce, banks and credit unions, were engaged for their feedback, support and contributions in the formation of the Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan. Chief Economist in the Department of Finance, Janai Leons, said though the plan takes into account short, medium and long-term initiatives, emphasis will be placed on the immediate to short-term gains over the next 6 months.
Some of the issues in the discussion or the discussions have been how can we reposition the economy, how can we diversify the society and so forth. We also had discussions on food security, agro-processing and also lending to SMEs. So cognizant of those, the plan is going to have some of those elements in there. So persons would hear or see part of government's plan towards incentivizing the offering of financial support to SMEs and to also repurpose some of our donor funds towards stimulating agro-processing and also stimulating the adoption of digital technologies.
Executive Director for the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Fiona Hinkson, explained that the planning process was heavily stakeholder-driven and inclusive, with line ministries engaging various stakeholders, such as the Chamber of Commerce, manufacturers, and other business associations.
And internally, we met as a government to discuss the various proposals that we got from the various business associations, to discuss them, assess them, to see how government can put together an appropriate response to the needs of the citizenry.
She added that the government also established a multi-sectoral committee comprising over 30 stakeholders from the public and private sectors, including representatives from the employers and trade unions. Guided by a framework, the committee made recommendations to government on actions to help the economy recover within the immediate to short term.
The framework basically speaks to economic recovery and economic resilience pillars because we felt it was necessary not only to look at recovering the economy, but to also as well building resilience in order to protect us from future events like what we went through. So for the economic recovery, we spoke to the fiscal stimulus that would assist in stimulating the economy. Secondly, the fast-track shovel-ready project that would help to build economic activity, provide jobs for persons who are displaced. And so for the resilience pillars, we have 4 resilience pillars that spoke to strengthening the productive sectors, strengthening social protection system, health outcomes, as well as disaster risk mitigation.
The Permanent Secretary in the Department of Finance says the Economic Recovery and Resilience Plan will touch every facet of the economy.
So there's a bit for each sector. There's a little for the household, some for small businesses, some for property owners. So once it's launched, I'm sure you will get all the necessary detail. But it's to bring about and instill hope, confidence that we can come out of this crisis a stronger people, a stronger nation.
For the National Competitiveness and Productivity Council, Glenn Simon reporting.